Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ademus in Vaestra Games, and welcome. Today I am doing another showcase. However, I'm not doing a showcase on a ship. I am doing it on a mod. It is a mod that I believe many of us have been asking for a very long time. I know I have. And finally, it has been done. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the Heavy Landing Gear by Mexpex. Now, at first glance, this seems like a really tough landing gear. It's got, looks like it has shock absorbers or something, and it's got a tough bottom, and it looks all nice and strong. But then you have this one, and you're like, why? Why is this one so short? Is this a landing skid? Can I use it for sliding? No! It is something even better. So, for this one, it's just your static one, but this one is, yeah, you guessed it, retractable. Now there is a third piece to this mod, and I will get to it in a moment. So you have the first one, static, very tough, doesn't move. I like it. Then you have the telescoping landing gear, and if I were to just click on the right one, as you can see, it does extend. Now I have it up to its max speed, I believe. I would have to double check that. Oh, hey, no. There you go. No. No. Nope, I don't. Okay, so I guess they can have max 5 meters per second. But he does not advise that for stability issues. He likes to say, hey, keep it nice and slow. That way, you won't have too many troubles. So that one is really nice. However, due to the recent update to the landing gears, you can't use pistons as landing gears. Or at the very least, no one has figured it out yet. So this one, while it is nice, still cannot lock to surfaces. However, that is fixed by the third part of the mod, which is this lovely little addition that you put on the bottom. And if I were to go over here and click that, as you can see, it lights up, and bam. And then you can, hit it again. However, he does caution against using it to lock onto stations because they do this. Let's wait for it to go down. Let's lock. Oh, well, wait, that's not the lock. I keep on hitting that one. Do you believe that's the third time? If you lock it, and as you can see, it can lock. You can hear the sound of it unlocking. But unfortunately, after that's happened, the bottom breaks off. Strangely enough, however, I can still mess with the locking mechanism. Geez, I can't speak today. So it still works on large ships. It still works on small ships. It still works on asteroids. Just stations for right now are probably not the best idea, at least until he gets that bug fixed, which I'm pretty sure he will, because this is an awesome mod and a lot of people are going to want to have that done. So I'm going to give you a little closer look at it here. Let's turn on my light. So it's just this little piece. It's actually a block you put on the bottom. If I were to move over to here, raise that one, and then bring it out. As you can see, it's just these little pieces that go onto either side. It actually sticks onto the bottom, so you won't be able to build anything there. The game will actually recognize a block being there. But you can place it on things like here. I don't know exactly what use that would be. Maybe you could make it as a giant sticky landing pad or something. However, I mean, there are mods already out there for that. So, let's see. It is survival ready. It's DX9 and DX11 ready. Colorable, as you can see. And as you can see, both small and large ships. 4 of these, I believe, were enough. 4 of the retractable ones were enough to lift the Big Red, the Keen Software House default ship. So they're pretty powerful. He does caution against using too little, because they do have a breaking point. I mean, they are technically pistons, just really fancy, cool-looking ones. And they're also smaller, if you can see. Oh, what would that be? Front to back? Yeah, that'd be length. Okay. They're also only 2 blocks in length instead of 3, so they save on space. And, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look how nice that looks compared to the other. I mean, they fold away. They're really nice. However, oops, that's not it. No, that's not it either. However, in placement, if you're trying to place them like this, you can't. You will actually have to extend them out to be able to place them. I would, however, like to caution you against placing them wrong. They are most definitely to be placed this way, not that way, and I will show you why in a second. So if you place them correctly, you can just pop them back in, and you know, it works. It's nice. However, if you place them in wrong, you are going to suddenly wonder why your craft has decided to freak out on you. Let's just delete that, shall we? So, as you can see, placement is key. Now, to go over to the pieces, just like any standard piston, or, oh, why is that on? Just like any standard piston, it is 2 blocks. So, as you can see, 2 different blocks, and if I were to drop another one, oh, great. How am I going to access that? Ah, you know what? I can just delete the bottom block. As you can see, they are just 2 pieces. Ooh, I had no gravity there. There's the bottom. Or I guess that would be the top and that would be the bottom. Ugh, such a confusing day. As I said before, very tough, very strong. And I'm actually really glad that these finally came out. They're not exactly what we were looking for. I mean, I know most of us were looking for, you know, straight to telescope landing gear leg. Basically a piston able to grab onto stuff. But unfortunately, that hasn't come out yet, and I think this is pretty much the closest we're going to get with it, at least until some changes in the source code or stuff happens, because he does talk about how because of that update, he wasn't able to make them work as landing gears. The game recognizes them as pistons. So, and for some odd reason, he just can't make it work. I'm pretty sure it's a legitimate reason, but I don't know about modding, so I can't comment on the matter. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I also want to ask all of you to go and check it out, see if it's something that you like. If you're interested, as I said, I'll throw a link down in the description for it. If you liked what you watched, throw me a like, throw me subscribe. Let me know how I did. If you don't like my video, again, comment, let me know. As I said, I am pretty green when it comes to YouTubing, so I am always willing to take advice from the community. As well, I want to reiterate my offer. If you have a ship and now a mod that you wish to have showcased, throw me a link in the description. I'll go check it out. If I like it, I'll do it. As well, when it comes to ships, not for mods as much, because that's new territory, but when it comes to ships, I do have 3 requirements. Requirement number 1, it has to be practical. Requirement number 2, so requirement number 1 has to be practical, has to be built for a purpose. As you can see, this is actually my interfield transploy. Basically, it is meant just the drop off. This has oxygen tanks and storage in it, and you just drop it off. It gets filled up, and it comes by and picks it up and takes it back to the main ship. So I mean, it has a purpose. Um, uh, Second, it has to be vanilla, except for in rare cases that I have yet to come across. I build in vanilla. I don't like using a lot of mods, and in fact, I only use the ones that can cover things that vanilla space engineers can't quite take care of just yet. So, and number three, no theme ships, please. There's plenty of other channels that do Star Wars, Star Trek, and Eve Online, and all that sort of stuff. And that's just not my channel. My channel's a very practical one. However, I do find that a lot of really good constructs come from the Eve designs. So if you have a practical vanilla craft that is based off of a Eve design, um, and I like it, I'm pretty sure I could look the other way for that. I guess it wouldn't be look the other way. I guess it would be more of um, ignore that it's themed. But those are only in very rare circumstances. I like to see individuality and customization, which is why I really push people towards doing non-themed ones, doing ships and crafts that they put their own design into it, they put their own flair, and to me, it's kind of like an art piece. Like here's a person expressing themselves in a ship. So that's just my logic on the thought. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'd like to wish you all a very good night. Goodbye.